In a skyscraper in Manhattan, an auction house presents the standout piece of the night's auction, one of the famous sunflower paintings by Vincent van Gogh. The painting belongs to a series painted by Van Gogh, an artist beloved by Japan, in his house in Arles in the south of France. Until recently, art historians believed there were 7 sunflower paintings, but only a year ago, an unknown 8th painting was discovered in Arles, with the style and colors being an exact match for the second sunflower painting that was once kept in Ashiya, Hyogo Prefecture, Japan. Historians have examined this new painting and concluded that it must have been painted by Van Gogh himself or, at least, by someone working with him. The second sunflower painting used to belong to Koyata Yamamoto, a businessman, but was thought to have been destroyed in World War II, so the current theory is that this newly discovered painting could be a reproduction of the lost one. The painting draws considerable interest, and at the subsequent auction, Jirakichi Suzuki, accompanied by his niece, Sonoko, fights off all contenders with a $300 million bid. Jirakichi holds a press conference the day after the auction and announces that he plans to collect all 7 sunflower paintings to hold an exhibition in Lake Rock Museum, Shinjuku, a newly constructed museum that belongs to the Suzuki Group, which boasts of ironclad security and protection of the art pieces against fire, damaging humidity, sunlight, etc. The announcement is broadcast live worldwide, watched by Conan and Hibara. He says the title of the exhibition will be The Sunflowers Who Long to Return to Japan. He already has made contact with the owners of the other 6 paintings and obtained their permission to get the paintings on loan, having to promise he would transport and preserve the paintings safely and treat them with the utmost care and security while they are in his museum. To help him with this task, Jirakichi presents 7 experts that he hired for the exhibition, calling them the 7 Samurai. Keiko Anderson, a painting exhibition planning professional. Natsumi Mayadai, a painting history professional. Koji Izuma, a painting restoration and preservation professional. Kumiko Kishi, a painting exhibition professional. Taizo Ishimin, a painting transportation professional. Charlie, a New York Police Department professional engaged to safeguard the painting out of New York. Kagoro Mori, a Tokyo private detective engaged to protect the painting in Japan. As the experts join him on stage, suddenly a playing card comes flying through the sky and falls onto the stage. The card carries an announcement and Kaito Kid's logo. Kid appears, holds his card gun out and causes a mass panic. He throws a smoke bomb and flees, but Detective Charlie, one of Jirakichi's samurai, a security professional, pursues him. Kid is backed into a corner by Charlie, but lets off a flash bomb, breaks the window behind him and jumps off the building, flying away with his hang glider. Much to Jirakichi and Sonoko's shock, Kudo Shinichi arrives from behind and offers his services to catch Kid. Conan is particularly intrigued by Kid's sudden interest in masterpiece paintings, as his interests had previously been limited to gemstones. The following morning, a Sky Japan plane hired by Jirakichi and painted with the sunflowers leaves for Japan, carrying the newest painting on board, along with Jirakichi, Sonoko, and 6 of the samurai, as well as a special guest, none other than Shinichi Kudo. But just as the jet descends towards Haneda Airport, a bomb detonates in the cargo hold, blowing the door away and taking the painting with it. Shinichi jumps off the plane and saves the painting. It is revealed that Shinichi Kudo is none other than Kaito Kid himself in disguise. The explosion was large enough to destroy the engines as well, and the airplane goes into freefall, causing a panic on board. Kagoro, the 7th samurai chosen by Jirakichi, has been waiting at Haneda Airport to receive the painting along with the police and ran, wanting to surprise Sonoko. They can only watch the plane spinning out of control, and Ran, scared for her best friend, panics and can't bear a look while the frantic pilot tries to land safely. They do make it down in one piece, but, just after they've touched the ground, received by emergency services, Kaito Kid comes flying out of nowhere with the painting in hand. Conan chases after Kid but can't catch him. Strangely enough, Kid flies off without the painting. Conan finds out that Kid left the painting on the roof of a building. The painting is retrieved by Conan, who was mystified by Kid's actions, as Kid never did any actions that could potentially harm anyone, and suspects a fake Kid. The painting is examined and is found to be unharmed. Inspector Charlie brands Kid as a ruthless murderer and terrorist, to which Sonoko objects, as she, like many others, is a fan of Kid. Several days later, Jiraiya invites the 7 samurai to a conference to plan what countermeasures they can take against Kid. The owners of the other paintings had also become reluctant in loaning him their paintings. That morning, Conan, Agasa, and the detective boys head to the Sampo Japan Nipponkoa Museum of Art to see the 5th painting. Just after Conan leaves, Kagoro receives another notice from Kid. The samurai decode it and find that the notice states that he will steal the 5th painting tonight. Conan, Hibara, and the others are viewing the 5th painting together with an old woman named Yumino, said to visit and view the painting every day, when Jiraiya, Kagoro, Inspector Nakamori, and the others arrive. Conan quickly realizes a case is unfolding and joins up with them. They decide that they should move the painting to a safe place before night comes, and the painting is to be wrapped up under the instructions of the 7 samurai. As the 7 samurai are securing the painting, another Kid card appears, hinting that the painting was already stolen ahead of time and was replaced with a replica. Conan is surprised as Kid never lied about the time of his thefts. Tricked by it, Jiraiya orders the painting to be re-examined. Natsumi is unable to determine if the painting is real or fake and asks to take the painting to their workshop. One of the security guards puts a Kid card in Jiraiya's pocket and reveals himself as Kaito Kid. Kid steals the painting and is chased by Conan and Charlie. But Kid once more outwits them and escapes. In the new note, Kid demands 10 billion yen in cash as a ransom for the 2nd painting within the next 2 hours. This again puzzles Conan, because Kid had never demanded money and had always returned stolen goods. Jiraiya immediately decides to pay the enormous ransom. The money, in cash, is placed in an isolated room with only the art gallery's director present. Conan finds that the pressure in the room was increasing, as the water in a bottle in the room seemed to have increased, even though the director had drunk from it. Conan and Charlie storm the room, and Kid, who appears at that room, escaped, though the painting is intact. Kid had also anonymously contacted the media to witness the escapade. Jiraiya announces that the 7 paintings would remain exhibiting on schedule, though Jiraiya is threatened with another Kid's card and phosphine. Inspector Charlie resolves to show no mercy against Kid, and intends to kill him. With Kid's motives as yet a mystery, the exhibition of the 7 sunflowers at Lake Rock Museum meets its opening day. The most excited to see the exhibition are the detective boys, Conan, Ran, and Sonoko. Kid once more impersonates Shinichi, and attends the exhibition. He leaves another Kid card with an enigmatic message. Conan discovers it and realizes that it is a cryptic warning related to the Last Supper and its betrayer. Conan understands that Kid is warning that one of the 7 samurai is the culprit behind these incidents. As soon as Kid's presence is discovered, Jiraiya orders the gallery be evacuated and asks Inspector Nakamori to perform a background check on the 7 samurai, while Charlie pursues Kid. However, he seems to have anticipated this turn of events, and blows up the electric room, leaving the museum in a blackout. Then, a great fire also breaks out, leaving Jiraiya and the others no option but to send the paintings to their storage room, and evacuate to a special room outside. But, the 2nd and 5th painting could not be collected, and the Inferno closes in on them. After some investigating, Ginzo Nakamori believes that the traitor is Koji Azuma, the one who killed his twin brother half a year ago in Alls. Azuma confesses, but denies being the culprit in the present incident. To save the last painting in the burning room, Conan and Kid head for the room. Each painting had a safety mechanism so that the paintings would be transported to a safe room, but for one of the paintings the mechanism got stuck and was left to burn. Conan and Kid, who is disguised as Shinichi, are helpless until Ran breaks the wall that had the painting stuck on the wall. The painting comes off and falls through the tunnel in the wall, but due to this impact, the roof on top of them starts to collapse, leaving Ran unconscious and start falling down the open wall. Both Conan and Kid falls in as well, and they find themselves trapped. Kid gets out of the Shinichi costume and goes to check for another exit as the vault doors are sealed. Kid did all of those things because he realized that the paintings were in danger from someone wanting to destroy them. Conan calls everyone as Shinichi and starts the deduction show. The traitor/culprit is not Koji Izuma like everyone believes, but rather Natsumi Mayadai, who, in a misguided affection for Van Gogh, tried to stop the exhibition or destroy the Ashiya painting, which she perceives as a fake with an unrightful place among the real Van Goghs. He reveals to everyone that all this while, Kaito Kid was aware who the culprit was all along and was constantly thwarting her plans. In New York, Kid had caused chaos so that Jiraiya would tighten the security of the paintings, preventing Natsumi to carry her plans. Kid had impersonated Shinichi and accompanied the group to Japan to ensure that the painting was safely transported. Natsumi had set off a bomb in the plane to destroy the painting, but Kid had rescued it and returned it. Knowing that Natsumi was also targeting the fifth painting, Kid had sent out a theft notice to once more tighten the security. Natsumi planted a fake Kid card to perform a re-examination of the painting. When Natsumi had suggested taking the painting to her workshop, Kid was forced to snatch it away, with the motive to enforce security. It was Natsumi who had sent the fake Kid card and phosphine to kill Jiraiya, to halt the exhibition and destroy the paintings. Natsumi had suggested putting fake sunflowers near her targets and had coated them with turpentine to act as incendiary. To stop Natsumi, Kid had sent out a message to Conan, hoping the latter would expose her. Natsumi wanted to destroy the two paintings as she was under the false assumption that they were fakes. Once Conan finishes his deduction, Kid swoops down with his hang glider to save the falling Conan and unconscious Ran. He successfully catches Ran but misses Conan, who keeps on falling. Kaito Kid escapes the collapse and leaves Ran in the forest at the lake's shore, where she is found by Kagoro and the others. When she wakes up, nobody knows where Conan is. It suddenly hits her that Conan's still in the building. In the building, Conan saves himself with the suspenders from hitting the ground. But because the cliff that had the building on top of it collapses and drops underwater, the room fills up with water fast. He tries to push the painting out of the way but cannot move it. At last, the room is filled up and Conan held his breath underwater. He thinks of a way to save himself and the heavy painting when he suddenly remembers the firework ball belt. He uses that as a force to push him and the painting to the surface. He is close to the surface when he runs out of breath and as a last-ditch effort, he inflates a second ball to float him to the surface. When he gets to the surface, Kagoro retrieves Conan from the water. Kid is cornered by Charlie. Kid tells Charlie that Natsumi had previously sent him an anonymous voice message to steal the paintings for her. Being a master of disguise, Kid had identified her and was after her. Charlie asks Kid as to why the paintings concerned him. Kid tells him that during the first U.S. air raid in Japan during World War II, the painting was saved from being burnt down by Izuma's grandfather, confirming that the painting was real. He requested a servant to save his lover from the fire. The servant had told Kid of this story and had asked him to save the paintings at all costs. The servant is revealed to be Konosuke, Kaito Kid's friend and assistant. The woman is revealed to be the old lady which Hybera talked to in the museum. Charlie decides not to apprehend Kid because despite being a thief, Kid is a man of honor. Kaito Kid shows his respect to Charlie and mysteriously vanishes. At the end of the movie, it is revealed that Agasa's ticket was stolen by Kaito Kid, so he was able to go inside Jiraiya's exhibition of the painting. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Remember to like, share and subscribe to support our channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell button to not miss upcoming interesting videos. See you later.